What is going on, fight fans? So we have the new video on what's going to be free with the 2.0. They're calling it 2.0, which is kind of crazy to me that they're calling it 2.0, but you know, yeah, it is what it is. I would think maybe 1.9, very close or something, but 2.0 is like part 2. That's what it feels like, but this is definitely not their Undisputed 2. I know that for a fact. So is Undisputed 2 gonna be 3? Undisputed 3.0? I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and watch this. And I'm going to share something that I predicted, and we're gonna see, you know, how it pans out on this right here. Let me just make sure my desktop audio is on. All right, we're good to go. Let's go. Let's play this.
What's going on, fight fans? This is Jeremy Shepard, the community manager here at
my guy Jay Shep,
and I'm here to tell you about the 2.0 update going live on all platforms.
Clearly, we have new shorts for Sugar Ray Leonard
On October 28th, let's get right into it. Starting off with our free fighters. After making history in Riyadh, winning the first ever women's world title in Saudi Arabia, she's here to kick up a storm in Undisputed. We're adding former and future world champion Sky Nicholson. Everybody now.
Sky Nicholson. Okay, so Sky Nicholson, she is clearly the sun and cloud emoji. My guess for the sun and cloud emoji was Sonny Liston, or lights out James Toney could have been one, right? Because it's like the cloud is covering the sun. That's possible. But my prediction, and I'll pull it up here, was Sonny Liston. So it wasn't Sonny Liston, but it's fine. I guess, you know, would I have preferred Sonny Liston over Sky Nicholson? Obviously. But it's neither here nor there. It wasn't critical. So let's continue.
Our hands together for the former middleweight champion, the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. LaMotta held the middleweight championship between 1949 and 1951. He cemented his legacy as one of the toughest fighters in men's boxing with his 6 bouts against Sugar Ray Robinson, beating him once, taking him the distance 4 times, and was only stopped once in the 13th round in a bout now known as the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so I predicted that the bull was Jake LaMotta. I predicted that. So for my predictions, 1 wrong, 1 correct. And there's something special after this too that we're gonna see.
Coming to the ring next, standing at 5'10", weighing at already 160 pounds. Former GQ Man of the Year and former Grammy Award winner, Lupe Fiasco. Our next fighter has broken records and he's broken jaws, no cap. We present to you 2024's best grime artist, the fast and powerful Bugsy Malone.
Okay, now I have a theory that both of these have nothing to do with the emojis. Like Bugsy Malone and Lupe Fiasco, they have nothing to do with the emojis. That's what I'm assuming. If I think about the emojis, I can't put them in, like I don't know where they would fit in. So I don't see it. I to me, they're not part of it. I think they're adjacent to that stuff that they were trying to show off.
Now it's time to introduce our free venue, some I know you'll be excited for. Madison Square Garden, the mecca.
Yo. Just for some context, you guys know I worked with Undisputed, so I saw the back end stuff and I saw things that were coming out. I knew about a lot of things, some things that you guys have been seeing that you saw like later down the line, even after I stopped working with them. I already knew those things were in the pipeline. I already experienced it, played in it, like was able to, you know, do all that stuff. I did not know about Madison Square Garden. So this whole thing was probably started after I left, because I knew nothing of Madison Square Garden. I've never played in Madison Square Garden. All the other arenas, I played in them already because those were already being built on the back end. And, you know, we would test and we would go in there, do a bunch of stuff. So I already knew about those, not Madison Square Garden. I've not seen it, didn't know about it, didn't know anything about Madison Square Garden. So I am hyped. And if you don't know about me, I was born and raised in the Bronx. A New Yorker through and through. I live in Florida now, but I am a New Yorker at heart. I just live here. This is not my identity. My identity is New York and Madison Square Garden. Been to that arena multiple times. I watched Miguel Cotto fight Austin. Was it Austin Trout? No, it was a return fight with Miguel Cotto. I forget the opponent that he had fought, but I went there for that fight a long time ago. Been there for the Knicks games multiple times. Madison Square Garden is like, close to my heart. And I'm hyped to play here. Like, this is crazy to me.
Boxing is now an undisputed. Recreate some of the most iconic fights in boxing.
New trunks for Crawford.
In 2008, two of the greatest fighters of their era, Joe Calzaghe and Roy Jones Jr., faced off in the...
New trunks for Roy Jones. Yo, Roy Jones is getting he's getting the white glove treatment. This man got so much unique things in this game in terms of like a bunch of his animations are unique. Then he always has gear coming out with everybody else. This man don't stop. That look fresh though. I'm not going to front, but he don't stop getting new stuff.
Guard him. Calzaghe won a 12-round decision after getting off the canvas in round 1. And now newly crowned 3-weight division undisputed king Terrence Bud Crawford took his hardest hitting opponent, the Mean Machine. Ladies.
Okay. The Mean Machine. That's the robot one. I think the robot one I did was Chris Cyborg. I did not expect it would be Mean Machine. Did Mean Machine cross my mind? Yes. But I just thought, no, it's probably Chris Cyborg or something. But it's cool that it is Mean Machine. I think it's better that it's Mean Machine than it would have been Chris Cyborg, in my opinion. Just because Chris Cyborg is not really a boxer or part of like the box. It's an MMA fighter. Either way, it would have been cool, but I think a Mean Machine is probably a better choice.
And gents, it's time to let the cat out the bag. We've been working closely with DAZN, and it's finally here. The DAZN Arena. DAZN has hosted some of the most exciting fights in recent history.
The DAZN Arena, is that a real place? I don't know. I didn't know. This is another arena I also did not see at all when I was working there. So I'm curious, the DAZN Arena, is that real, or did they make it up as like a representation of DAZN?
Let's take a look. Examples can be Bevo versus Lyndon Arthur, Estrada versus
Tito. Great.
All fights that happen on DAZN. Don't forget to tag us and DAZN in your best fight videos, as you can create your own iconic moments in this arena. Now let's look at some of the new features in the game. First and foremost, crossplay. Players can now choose
to play against users on... That's fire. I'm going to be playing from PC because the graphics, unfortunately, but this just fixed everything for me. They're going to reset all the records, so I don't have to worry about all, like, because I had an amazing record on my PlayStation. I had made it to #1 in the world. There was multiple times where I was like 30 in the world, 20 in the world. So I had a really good record on my PlayStation, but I abandoned it playing on PlayStation, started playing on PC because the graphics, I know you guys are like, oh no, it's not that. It's like a completely different game in terms of graphics for the PlayStation Pro, PC, and for the Xbox Series X. So though the graphics is so crazy that I can't even play it anymore on my PlayStation. Like, I just can't. Even though it's probably more comfortable, I'm sitting on the couch, big screen and all that, I'd rather play it on my PC. Just for the graphics alone. So now it doesn't even matter because I'll be playing with everybody because I'll be on crossplay on PC. They're going to stop a lot of the cheating and stuff like that. A lot of the, which honestly, I've been playing on PC. I haven't ran into anybody who has blatantly used a cheat system, right? Like something that makes them knock me out or something. I have not run into that. Yeah, it's people spamming and all that stuff. Sure, that's every single game ever made. So people want to make it seem like it's unique to Undisputed. It's every single game ever made. If someone can find an exploit, they will. People say, oh, they never fix spamming. They got to bring back Fight Night. Fight Night, you talking about side step uppercut Fight Night? You talking about body spamming Fight Night? You talking about hook spamming Fight Night? You talking about there's so much spamming that you could do. There's a breadth of there's more spamming you could actually do in Fight Night than you could in Undisputed. But people talking about bring Fight Night, remaster Fight Night. The spamming is horrible in Undisputed. It's like they forgot about all the spamming that you could do in Fight Night that was never fixed. So keep that in mind. But obviously, that's, they should try to fix that stuff. But I do understand, as developers, you don't know what people are going to figure out before you put it out. You just don't know what works, what doesn't work, because it's hard to wrap your mind around somebody who wants to do a min-max exploit perfectly. So you kind of don't even know unless people are testing it. And even when you test it with 100 people, it's not the same as when you test it with 1,000, which is not the same as if you test it with 10,000, which is not the same as you test it with 100 or 1,000,000. People start to build things together when it's massive, when it's more people. So, but I don't expect people to understand that, because people like to armchair quarterback or whatever, even though they don't really fully understand the process. But either way, that definitely should be fixed. When you see that that's a problem, then you should definitely work towards fixing that problem. Okay, now let's continue.
Other platforms. This also comes with the lobby code system to be able to invite your friends from other platforms. This means a deeper talent pool and more fights for everyone. Who has the best hands? Xbox, PlayStation, or PC? It's time for you to find out. Up next, Character Creator Online. You can now take your created fighters into online fights. To keep the gameplay balanced and prevent maxed out characters being overpowered, we've implemented a stat cap of 85 as well as trait tier reduction. And finally, we've added a number of gameplay updates.
So then I wouldn't use them, because I'll run into a 96 or 95. Like, what? Why would I use my created character if they can't go above 85? But then it's not going to be ranked. If it's not going to be ranked, from what I heard, then I guess it's fine, because then you probably run into other created characters. And it is also cool because people can make their own characters, and you could just run into somebody's created character. And it's like, oh, it's something you didn't expect at all. So that's cool.
And bug fixes that you can go read all about in the patch notes. Once again, this is Jeremy Shepard, aka
read all about in the
manager
patch
here
notes.
at Steel City Interactive, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do with this 2.0 update. And as always, fight fans, I'll see you in the ring.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the patch notes. Okay, we are here at the patch notes area. Hey, fight fans, we're back. Introducing update, new features, crossplay. We know that. Creator online, character creator fighter has set cap as well. Tier trait reduction. Okay. Free content. All right. Fighters: Sky Nicholson, Jake LaMotta, Lupe Fiasco, Bugsy Malone. So that's the free ones, right? Jake LaMotta is the best of the free fighters, let's be honest. NPCs: Ernesto Amador. Okay, cool. Keith Connolly. Okay. Venues: Madison Square Garden looks insane. It's going to be part of career mode 2. Amazing. The DAZN stadium looks beautiful. Never heard of the stadium, but I could be wrong. But it just, even if it's not a real place, it doesn't matter. The thing looks massive. It's like a football stadium. It's amazing. Character creator, the Adams collection, the DAZN collection. Okay. Gameplay update. So reduce range of hooks so they fall shorter than jabs and straight. That's fantastic. People use hooks so much in the game as a jab. And then the hook links into another hook, which links into another hook. So you could actually get caught in the bop, 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 bop vortex. And the fact that a jab reaches further than that, that's fantastic, because that's what's supposed to happen. Reintroduce physics-based hit reactions to make punch look and feel more impactful. I'm very curious to see how this, they saying reintroduce. Did you reintroduce and reiterate and had a new iteration? Because how it was before was like people would stun you and then they just keep stunning you and then just keep stunning. I don't know, but let's see. It definitely feels good for the person hitting the person. Not sure how, the feeling of being hit with that and then getting hit with that over and over and over again in the same sequence was not fun. Increased cooldown recovery on the step in body jab. Did you change the animation? Because one thing that a lot of people are saying that they don't like is the animation, because it allows you to leap in, and they don't want it to be a leap in. I think Clarissa Shields has like a really good one. I think that one could be used for this to, if they were to replace an animation. But increased cooldown recovery, at least you can't just go whop, 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 whop like that dude I fought when I was Clarissa Shields, and he was Clarissa Shields, and he was using, and what I mean by the fact, what Clarissa Shields stationary one looks good to use. That way it doesn't leap you forward, and it is useful. But also, it's not broken. But yeah, hope they can't just go over and over and over again. Adjusted flash event frequency to make it less frequent than in 1.5. So you getting flash is harder now. Okay, it's harder. General updates, Terrence Crawford to middleweight with new hairstyle, overall rating of 90. That man deserve a higher rating than that. We could argue that Terrence Crawford is one of the best fighters of all time. You literally could argue that right now. He should be higher than 90. Players can now export their career character out of Korea and use them in other areas of the game. Recovery cutscenes can now be triggered on. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Pressing the skip button. I could use that 1 minute to get like water or like seltzer water or something, or like to text somebody back that was trying to. If somebody could skip it, like, I get it, you move the fight faster, but damn. I mean, I guess people use that as a mind game tactic too. And it was just 1 minute. I mean, I don't know. I was never super bothered by it, but I guess people were bothered by that. Updated boxing records. Oh yeah, this is my favorite part of it. We all start from zero. We all got to start again. Oh, love it, love it. Now it's like, there's no reason for it to ever go back to the PlayStation 1. In my opinion, I'm just going to stay here. Now I got cross-play, so I can play with people from PlayStation. And the records are reset, so I don't have to even care about how far I went in PlayStation on my record. I could just focus on the record in online. Easy. Updated Johnny Nelson's rating. Updated Jay Apatai's rating. Cool. Bug fixes. Fix an issue where the user can trigger poor sportsmanship. Fix an issue where users can trigger poor sportsmanship. Fix it. What? What do you mean you can trigger poor sportsmanship? User can trigger poor sport. What does that mean? That's confusing. How do you trigger poor sportsmanship? Oh, is that the thing where you say somebody is having poor sportsmanship versus you? Okay, I've never used this, so I don't know. I didn't even know that that's what it was called. Fix an issue where ranked data was shown in online quick fights. Okay, fix an issue career that when upgrading staff members' stats, their overall fall to an F rating. Okay, multiple lobby fixes, invite flow fixes. Fix an issue with Emmanuel Augustus' left uppercut not being blockable. Yeah, that was a problem. Fix an issue where players could flash knock down each other, resulting in stuff. I've seen videos of that. Never happened to me though. Fix an issue where Falcor-based guide displaying graphical corruption. Fix multiple issues around joining, disconnect, and match end states for online mode. That's good. Fix an issue where NPC appears with a red shiny shirt. Oh yeah, I remember that. I can't wait to see what you guys do in this. Okay, cool. So this is a 2.0. Were these changes 2.0 worthy? I think people wanted to see that step-in body jab animation changed, which I understand because it's a leap in. The fact that they did a cooldown to it, though, maybe that allows for it to feel better, right? Where it doesn't, you could do it, but you can't do it over and over and over again. So maybe that makes it feel better when you play against it. It is a way to enter the unsafe zone while also being evasive. So you duck and do it. So it kind of helped in a way. But let's see if this fixed that. If it didn't, my suggestion would probably be Clarissa Shields' stationary jab being the step-in jab animation. Although it is a step in and back into position, and I know all of the step forward punches are all step forwards. Maybe this one we could make that kind of exception for that jab, just so that, you know, because that's what people are asking for. Okay, cool. So there's one more thing I want to share, and these were my predictions, by the way. I'm also predicting that the thing is going to be called the Asian invasion. And the reason I'm predicting that is because, one, the 8 ball is Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion. And you know how I know it's Manny Pacquiao? Because bam! You know what I'm saying? Blow! This was posted by Undisputed. Guess this fighter. And if you have watched boxing the way I've watched boxing, especially back in the days, you know that is Manny Pacquiao with his orange trunks. You can see it. Those are probably Clito Reyes gloves, the red ones he always wears. I see his beard. I see his face. This was not pixelated enough, Undisputed. That is Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. They probably didn't want to pixelate it. They probably wanted us to know that it is Manny Pacquiao. But yes, that is him. And I predicted that he will be in it. But not only will he be in it, also this mask right here, a lot of people were saying that that's the Tasmanian Devil, or like the Pazmanian Devil of Vinny Paz. They were saying that's, oh no, that's him, this is whatever. Nah. The reason why I think that it is Inoue is because they could have used, because they're like, oh, but it's a devil there. They could have used the devil emoji, but they didn't use it, which is what I said when I posted this and people were asking me about it. They specifically went and found the Japanese ogre to put in there. And Japanese ogre means, ogre is just another word for monster. Japanese monster. Who's the Japanese monster? Inoue. They're going to hit us with a 1-2 punch. I know a lot of people think, no, one person is the only person that could lead the whole DLC. It's going to be Manny, and it's going to be Inoue. One thing that I do like is that recently they've been doing a lot of animation changes or unique animations for the DLC fighters that are coming, because obviously they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, these people are paying for it. Let's give them a little bit more. I'm expecting unique animations for Manny, and I'm expecting unique animations for Inoue. If we get that, whoo, that would be fire. And then we could also make them fight each other, which is another crazy thing. Fire, fire, fire all around. So those are my guesses for those. Mean Machine is that computer guy, and then the other one, or robot, my bad. And then the other one is Jake LaMotta with the Raging Bull. So let's find out if the rest of them are correct when they drop. Anyways, that's my time. I'm pretty excited for this. I'm going to be playing on PC. Now, if you want to fight me, if you want to see me in the ring, we can. Because even if you're on PlayStation, even if you're on Xbox, even if you're on PC, we all can play together. All right, until the next one, guys. Peace!